Miniatures usually come on sprues, or in the case of resin, a runner. Minis need to be snipped off this with clippers, nippers or cutters, all more or less the same thing, a flat-sided set of clippers. When I build, I lay out the instructions and I cut in order doing a stage at a time. I snip off all the parts by clipping reasonably close to the model, but not completely flush, leaving enough of the plastic to clean up when it's off the sprue. If you cut too close to the model, you might remove plastic for the model itself, especially as your clippers start to get more blunt. I like to align the cutter jaws with the narrower side of the sprue, so I'm cutting with the shape of the connector as opposed to against it. Once parts are all off the sprues, I'll clean them up. This is usually two things at this stage: removing mold lines and flashing, and removing the sprue connection points. Both can be done with my craft knife, but there are also mold line removers which can be used if you have one. Firstly, each connection point is cut down so it's flush with the model, and can be also sanded with fine grit sanding sticks if necessary. Then each mold line is removed by scraping it, and again optionally sanded. Resin miniatures have a similar process, but you'll also need to remove flashing and any supports, so you have to look very carefully for those parts, clip or slice them off, and clean in the same way. If any of your parts have gun barrels needing drilled, then you'll want to get your hand vise or wow stick and an awl so that you can do that. I mark the absolute centre with an awl and poke a small hole there. Then I align the drill bit to that before drilling the actual hole, followed by spinning the craft knife in there just to soften the inner edges, and then any required cleanup is done after that. After that, we're on to gluing, building and subassembly, which I've separated into another video that you'll be able to watch shortly.